What's good, people? Welcome back to another Paragon gameplay video, and today I'm going to be doing a first look at ZINX. I played one match with her. I really enjoyed playing her, to be honest. It was fun. I mean, I wasn't doing a lot of damage obviously, but I still enjoy being very tanky because of my ult. And we're about to go into this game, and in lane we were up against the steel, full damage steel, by the way. You'll see that later on. And well, mostly damage, and the Revenant. The early game, I just wanted to kind of stay safe and not die, because I've been in games the whole week with other ZINXs and they have been terrible. Like, I get it, she's new and no one really knows how to play her, but the experiences like I've had with ZINX on my team, tragic, really tragic. I couldn't really last hit well with the auto attacks because they just felt like they didn't do anything. Says that while I get a last hit. Anyway, so my deck, the deck that I have ready is I have a cast converter in there. And I have two resistance items, one for ability damage and one for basic ability armor and basic armor. Recently I took a look at making decks a little bit better. I played Chimera and I played with this default deck. Even though it's a default deck and it doesn't have a lot of damage in it, it's actually a really effective deck. So I decided, you know, let me follow that type of way of building decks. And so the deck that I had in this game with ZINX is a burst engine, actually not a cast comforter, burst engine, amp crystal, venom shell, thorn greenweave, quenching scales, and a bubble tap. All in all, that was going to be my final build if this game like reaches late game. And I was going to start off with the burst engine and then amp crystal because I put a lot of mana in there and I wanted to have a lot of mana regen early so I can be tanky and hold off the enemies a lot better. And in the deck I also have a staff of adamant and two of them and a brawler's ward. On my first pack I got a brawler's ward because like 5 minutes into the game and the jungler hasn't been to my lane. I got worried, so I decided to get a ward and two staff of adamants for damage if I need it, or if I want to go damage just in case the game is going well and I feel like the damage is helpful. Because I didn't have enough points, I just got a strike token instead, just so I can last hit better. Well, this Revenant jumped on me with no mana, but I backed off because he had minions and I didn't have any, so I didn't want to take unnecessary damage from them. But then I went back on top of him as soon as the minions went past, and I procced my Q for that dot damage, and I did a surprising amount of damage with no minions there thanks to my Q. And that was really good. For the most part, this game I tried to play safe and not do much, but in terms of how it was playing ZINX, it was actually really fun. I enjoyed playing her. She's very good. I don't play offlane very much, but I do play ranges a lot, so I do enjoy ranged type of heroes, and she was like one of the best ones I've played left lane. Because I do offlane Twin Blast, Revenant, Morgash. I offlane whatever I can ranged. Also for the E, I didn't know that the E was a skill shot. I thought it was a point and click. So during this game you're going to see me miss a lot of E's, like an insane amount. I just could not land that ability to save my life. Just couldn't. I don't know how effective ZINX would be jungle if you max her right click first, because the jungle minions are just gonna stand in it and then they're gonna take all the damage. So I want to try her jungle, but probably not a good idea, but it's worth a try, I guess. Then the Chimera showed up, but my crunch was here, so I wasn't really worried. Decided to go, might as well like ward. Or I didn't ward. I think I forgot I had wards. Yeah. Did I ward? I was gonna jump on the Revenant at this point, but as he altered the crunch, so I just jumped on the Steel instead, and then crunch went for the Revenant. I really wanted to kill this Revenant because he has no mana, but no, we couldn't really because we were pushed up to the tower. And as soon as we pushed out, we decided to just go on them, ignore the Steel, try and get the Revenant. I think I'm gonna actually pick up playing ZINX more offlane, cause right now my offlane choices for like actual offlane heroes, it's Feng Mao. In the most part, it's Feng Mao, but I think I might need to pick up playing a lot more. Oh, he was so close to dying, but then if I got minion blocked and the only way I could get out was like to autos, they would have finished me. I just needed like 2 more stacks of my Q on him and he would have just died. I had a bad feeling about this point because the Wraith wasn't mid, so I decided to back off further, and I was right because he tried to kill me. At this point the game is going really slowly because my team is far behind and the enemy team just keeps getting kills everywhere else on the map, and I can't really rotate because I'm pretty pushed up every time, and the Steel is really aggressive, so as soon as I leave they get the tower. I jumped on the Revenant because I thought and then that was my first kill of the game with I used as many stacks on my Q as possible. I was almost out of mana to ult, but that was kind of worth it. Well, like even if I ulted with that low mana, it wouldn't have helped because then I would have just lost all the mana. I wanted to push more, but I really couldn't because the Steel just came back into lane. So I decided to go and try and rotate mid. I want to know how tanky she is. If like, can you tower dive with her? See, I missed that E. This is the point where I was like, wow, that ult is really good. I went into the tower, took so much damage, but I was in my ult, so I barely took any damage. That's why I really enjoyed playing her, because she was so tanky at that point. Like, I could go that deep into the tower and actually just walk out. I kept trying to read up on what the abilities actually did because I just kind of jumped in without reading any of them. Actually, let me read them now, see what they do. I think your Q is Kitty Claws, ZINX toggles of pistol into an empowered state while with powered her pistol shots cause 60, 80, 100, 220 mana per shot, apply 60, 120 ability damage over 3 seconds. That was good. And again, another point where I just popped the ult and kind of walked out of all the damage. Usually, if you were playing anyone else at that point, as soon as the Chimera got on top of you, no matter where you are, you would have died. But because I was playing ZINX and I just popped my ult, I kind of survived and just walked out of it. And that is really the best part I enjoyed about playing. It was like, you are just so tanky. I think I've said that before. Yeah, you're just so tanky with your ult. It's insane. I really wanted to hold off the minions before they got into the tower, so they couldn't do too much damage to the tower. So I was gonna put my ult at that point, but then nah, no point. Oh, next ability is E. Your E is Ricochet Stun. I know that it stuns the last person hit the longest. Then it can ricochet up to like 6 times. Wait, up to 8 times max level. And it will not ricochet to previous targets. Okay, that's weird. If it won't ricochet to previous targets. As you can see, like the enemy team is, our team is having a hard time. I'm just trying to do my best and push and try and get this tower, but my team is not doing very well right now. I should have put my ult a lot sooner here, but I kind of forgot that I had it. I kind of forgot it was up. My ult is still up. I tanked a lot of damage there. I should have popped my ult a lot sooner then, and I kind of would have had a lot more health. Now back in lane, I really wanted to push the tower. That's why I'm not roaming much, because I really thought the team, because in the hero select, everyone was fine in the lobby. They were like, they seemed confident, so I thought they could handle themselves. So I didn't really think I needed to be like rotating that much. But the team was having a really difficult time apparently. I really should have thrown out my E here. Then I did and I missed it. If I landed my E, then it would have been really good. That was like the best point of teamwork that we did, because before that, like, nothing really happened. We should have really took mid tower at that point, but we decided to chase. Bad choice. Because we could have really went mid and just took mid. But Quan came through with all his wave clear. I think he ulted that. Yeah, I think he ulted that wave. So we couldn't really push anymore because the Quan was there, or the Wraith just got back. So I just went out left lane instead of pushing. But yeah, ZINX is really fun to play. I wanna do more gameplays of her, like, because I started with the burst engine this game and then into an arm crystal. I wanna use the same deck but start a little bit differently, like go with my staffs of adamant, because they'll give me like base mana. I think they'll give me altogether 180 mana per card. Yeah, 180 mana per card, and 24, no, 30 damage on the Staffs of Adamant, and then go into Venom Shell for the resistance, and then don't Green Weave for more resistance, and then I've got Quenching Scales for health. But I don't think that's enough health really. And then Bubble Tap for more ability armor. Damn, I think my deck has way too much ability armor. Huh. I'm really thinking I need to add more health into this deck, or mana at least. But I really don't need this. I really don't need the Bubble Tap. But another Amp Crystal would be nice. Then I could have like, yeah, I wish I started a lot differently with this and roamed a bit more, because my team was having a hard time. I should have helped a bit more. Besides being unable to land any ease, I think I did pretty decently with the Q stacks, but I feel like it took a lot of mana every time you used it. Like, I know it costs mana per auto attack, but I think it took a little bit too much, especially early game. Early game, it says it takes, let me check, 60 mana. Like, that's like from level 1 you're using up 60 mana per shot on your Q. That's a little bit too much, considering that you don't even have any mana to begin with. Like, you barely have mana at that stage, and you're already using up 60. And as soon as you get to like level 5, you're using up to 80 mana. But at that point you're alright, because you have your ult to kind of get some mana back with the Q. I don't know, I have this slight feeling like her auto attacks feel like something that should slow people. It's a little bit much. You know how like Morgesh is her Q, every time you use it, every time it ticks, it kind of slows. I did a decent amount of damage to this steel here. And I think this is the part where I tried to dive him, because I was curious. I wanted to know how much, how tanky her ult can get. But it was pretty close. One more auto attack, I would have killed him. One more auto attack, I would have killed him. Now back mid, the enemy team tried to rush the mid tower, because that's the only tower that they haven't got. First tier 1. Good thing I was there to help out. I decided to start playing more with the team, because I was spending way too much time left lane trying to push, and kind of giving the enemy team more free room to kind of do whatever they wanted. So I decided to just go in mid and group up with the team to try and get this tier 1 that they've been sitting on this whole time. I mean, for the first kind of 20 minutes of the game, I was doing pretty well. Until I tried to dive him, that's when everything went wrong. And then, yeah, I died again to the steel. I felt like he was doing a lot of damage. I didn't know that he was like basically building full damage until I checked. So I kind of like kept trying to kill him and failing. But what is it? 3 kills and 2 assists, not bad. I mean, not it. Yeah, 3 kills, 2 assists. That's not bad. Considering too, I think at this point my team only had 5 kills, and I was 100% kill participation. It wasn't bad at all. And this is why I think should be decent jungling, because as soon as you use your ult, you lose no mana. I lost no mana there. I actually gained mana from it, and I lost no health. And then yeah, the minion ability did any damage to me. You see the amount of damage this dude just did to me? That kind of got me thinking maybe he's doing damage at this point. And he's 2 levels above me, so I think he's 2 levels above me, so kind of know why he's doing so much damage. I mean, there was nothing I could do there. He had a big wave, doing a lot of damage. I should focus more on the wave instead of trying to auto attack him, because my auto attacks don't do anything. Maybe chasing with Crunch would have been helpful, because Crunch nearly finished him. But I don't know, I was sick of kind of chasing kills, so I didn't want to like overcommit. I just wanted to clear the wave and go get. Yeah, I just wanted to clear the wave and push up. And thanks to Crunch, he kind of sent him back, so I had enough time to push up and get this tower. Finally got the first tier 1 tower. It only took me 28 minutes to get it. And good thing I got out in time, because the Chimera was on his way, the steel was back. I didn't want to die again, so I just kind of retreated as soon as possible. I decided to go all the way left lane and help the team again, because they were getting people low. So I came up behind them. Maybe I could help out get someone. And our Kalari got destroyed. I wish I would have got that E there. Or put my ult, yeah. I've misplayed that so hard. I should have tried to like hit my E properly. The stun would have been helpful there, because this raid was pretty big and he hurts. Like he hurts a lot. This part makes me cry. Chimera doing Chimera things. It just jumps on you and you die. What is that? To be fair, I think I was, what, 2 levels behind him at this point. Although I wasn't doing that well, although I died like 3 or 2 stupid deaths, there's nothing I could have done about that Chimera diving on me. The 2 deaths where I tried to fight steel early, that screwed me up. But 5, 3, and 2, 7 kills participation for the team. I don't remember my end game score, but I think I was on 4 deaths. But overall, I really enjoyed playing. I enjoyed playing ZINX. I enjoy playing. I'm thinking more videos of her, because I really want to get good with her. She can be so useful if she gets tanky enough. Again, Chimera. Nothing I can do. As soon as it gets on top of you, you're done. You just die. Plus, in these ambushes on a really low cooldown. Even though I'm not necessarily squishy because I had my ult on. But I think because of that, I kind of did build my resistances a little bit too late. I was so happy to get him low on here, but we couldn't kill him. because the steal just came. The best we could do after they got prime was at least to get kill steal and then back off. Because I didn't want to fight their entire team while they have prime. I think Wraith saved, yeah, Wraith definitely saved me there. Because I was in Kwang's face. And after he finished with Gideon, he would have just straight turned on me. This is a pretty hard game. It was fun, but it was pretty hard. I don't want to blame my team, but you know, I didn't do it so hard myself. We lost what is it? We lost left in here, mid in here. And it's too hard prime, so there's really nothing we could do against it. Finally hit a stun, and we managed to kill Kwang. I don't. For a second, I thought her ult was like, as long as it's on, you will lose health but gain mana. But then it turns out you only lose health if you're being attacked. Like if you're taking damage, that's when you lose health. So I was really curious about that, but it was really cool. The mana regen while you're in your ult was really good. Like I didn't even need to back, but I just wanted to back because I had 3 points. Might as well buy something. He still wanted to use. He still was really aggressive. He used his ult on one person, and then we just backed off. But then, unlucky to the crunch. He got caught in the Wraithy, and then the Wraith. Unlucky. Like I didn't want to jump in on this because there was like what 5v4. They were just going to pick us off. I did a decent amount of damage considering that I think I was a level behind most of the people on the team. But unfortunately, we lost this game. I really enjoyed playing it, but this game was really hard to play. And final score was 5 for 10 kill participation out of 12 kills. Yeah, I think I did pretty good. Yeah, I think I did alright. Anyway, thank you for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like, subscribe. Look out for new Paragon videos I'm not gonna say every day because I don't think I post every day. And yeah, thanks for watching. Peace.
Due to some violent content,
time now.
discretion is advised.
Yo, least time, what's up? We've been low key for a while now. We out here trying to build a buzz up. I'ma put this town on the map now.